My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. Dr. B wants to remind you that after more than 30 years at high level in medicine, Dr. B genuinely loves you, Dr. B genuinely cares about you, and I say this from the bottom of my heart. Today, Dr. B wants to give you his 13 measures that you have to implement for healthy, graceful aging. 13 measures that you have to implement in your life in order to age gracefully. This is Dr. B's slow aging regimen. Slow aging regimen. 13 measures that you have to implement. All these measures are part of what we call in medicine lifestyle changes. Lifestyle changes. It's going to take me just a few minutes to go through these 13 measures. I'm going to list them for you one after the other. We're going to go through them quickly and so that you can understand and hopefully implement these measures so that we can still be together in 50 years from now. Right now, Dr. B, 50 years young, and I hope that I'm going to reach 100 years of age and die in my sleep, healthy, in my bed, at the age of 100, and God willing, we will go together through these 50 years and age together gracefully. Measure number 1, get rid of that hypertension. Whether it's naturally or via medication, you need to lower your numbers to a normal range. Your high blood pressure is killing you slowly but surely. Slowly but surely you are dying and killing yourself. It is the enemy within. Your goal should be to reach a blood pressure, a systolic of less than 120 and a diastolic of less than 80, both of them, millimeters mercury. The two must be met, the two conditions, systolic less than 120, diastolic less than 80. Dr. B, right now, my blood pressure average, the top number is around 100, around, usually around 95 to 100, and my bottom number is around 70, 65 to 70. I have a blood pressure of a baby. Number 2, diabetes. You need to get rid of that diabetes. Either naturally by diet and exercise, blah, 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 or via medication. But you cannot age gracefully if you have diabetes, regardless of everything else. Diabetes is going to kill you of a heart attack, of a stroke, of chronic inflammation, of cancer, of heart failure. I mean, it's a disaster. Stress reduction, another mandatory lifestyle measure to implement. You cannot age gracefully if you have stress, because stress in your body causes chronic inflammation. And I posted a video about the stress and the chronic inflammation. Chronic inflammation is a disaster. It's the slow killer in your body. Silent, slow killer. It will kill you. Chronic inflammation. Make sure every 6 months you have a blood test to check for chronic inflammation. Is called the chronic inflammatory panel. I did mine a few months ago, and it's that of a baby, right? That of a baby. There's zero inflammation in my body because I have zero stress in my life. Stress, I'm talking about stress at work and stress at home. You have to get rid of the stress that you have in both situations, at work and at home. At work, my God, I work 8 to 10 hours a day, including Saturdays, and I love it. I don't work for the money. I work because I love medicine. I'm going to keep working until I'm 100 years young. I'm not going to retire. It just doesn't happen for me. It's not going to happen. Retirement is not made for. I have too much love for medicine to abandon medicine and to go in a stupid island in the Caribbean and spend my time like a dog at the beach, sleeping and eating and having sex. What's the point? I love medicine. You're going to see me for the next 50 years, guys. I love you guys. And of course, at home, I have absolutely zero stress. I have no wife, no ex-wife, no kids, no ex-girlfriend. I kicked out all the girlfriends. I don't have no girlfriend for the last 4 years. My God, the solace of solitude. The solace of solitude. My brain is at peace. You cannot imagine. And I have no financial stress because I don't need to save that much. That idiot financial accountant, I got rid of him 10 years ago. He was telling me you need to save $8 million in the bank for a happy period. $8 million. I mean, the guy was a crook. Thank God I think he was stealing from me. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not an accountant, but he was a shady guy. But I don't stress about retirement because I'm never going to retire. So I don't need to have $10 million or $5 million or $6 million or $4 million. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep working. So zero stress at work, zero stress at home, right? Zero financial stress. I don't have any villas or property overseas. I don't own any condos in Mexico. I don't own any villa or mansion in Florida that I have to constantly worry about. Or the tenant doesn't want to pay the rent, or he got fired, or he got flooded, or some homeless people took over my property over there in Italy, blah, blah, blah. I don't have no Lamborghini, no Ferrari. I drive a 10-year-old Honda Civic, a beautiful, nicely maintained, great on gas, super clean 10-year-old Honda Civic. I don't have to worry about somebody stealing it because nobody's going to steal a Honda Civic. I apologize, Honda Accord. Nobody's going to steal a Honda Accord. They're after luxury cars, right? These thieves. They're not going to make much money out of stealing a 10-year-old Honda Accord, even though it's a nice and beautiful car. So I don't stress about anything, right? Get rid of stress. Inactivity, obviously. Dr. B exercises 2 hours a day at the gym. Aerobic, cardio, and of course weightlifting. You have to do weightlifting, weight pushing, because you're not going to grow your muscle mass. And as you get older, you're going to keep losing your muscle mass and bone density. You need to put the muscles and your bones and your tendons and ligaments under stress for your muscles to grow, or at least to not lose them as fast. We call that sarcopenia, muscle loss of aging. So you need to hit the gym. In addition, when you put your bones under stress, your bones get mineralized. So all the protein you eat make this collagen matrix of your bone, and then the collagen matrix of your bone gets mineralized by the calcium and phosphate and vitamin D that you eat, and you get strong bones. If you just keep walking is not going to do any catch-all. It's better than anything else, right? It's better than staying in the couch, but you need to hit the gym, lift and push weights in addition to your cardio and blah, 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 right? But again, walking better than nothing, right? Obesity and overweight. Being simply overweight is really bad for you. It puts you at high risk of a lot of things, among them chronic inflammation. So you see, chronic inflammation can be caused by stress, but also by being just overweight or obese. So saying that you're overweight and not obese is not an excuse, because you're not out of the woods, even if you are overweight, right? You need to have a normal BMI, a normal body mass index. Where's my stuff? Body mass index. A normal body mass index is between 20 to 24.9. Dr. B is close to 20. Once you reach 25 of BMI, you are overweight. Once you reach 30, you are obese, your body mass index. You need to have, like Dr. B, a scale in my bathroom and a tape measure for your waist every day. Before I go to my shower, after I poop, I don't want to weigh my poop, right? Even though my poop is little. You need to poop, you go on the scale, you write it down, how much you weigh. I don't write it down anymore because I know I don't change. I'm the same, right? I'm still perfect. Flat tummy, no fat, nothing, right? But you, if you want to go on diet and change your lifestyle, you need to put a little notebook and put a pen and paper over there and write down the weight every day, your BMI, right? You divide your mass, your weight in kilogram by your height in meter. You square it, and you should be somewhere between 20 and 24.9. And then you are a normal BMI. Eventually shoot to be close to 20. Like this, you'll be lean, like Bruce Lee, like Dr. B. I look so good. I'm not as good as Bruce Lee because Bruce Lee was tanned, this fake tan, Hollywood tan, and he was putting this oil. But if I get a tan, I don't want to go under the sunlight because of dangerous ultraviolet radiation is not good for you, right? And those sunbeds, you need to stay away from that. But if I was tanned and put oil on, I would look like Bruce Lee, I swear to God. So get rid of obesity, get rid of being overweight. Poor diet, of course, poor diet is a huge chapter. It means everything. It means get rid of burgers and fries and nasty pizzas and junk food and ice creams and everything. Every freaking thing it means. So you have to adopt one of these beautiful diets that I talk about. Where is my little paper? There you go. You need to adopt one of these diets, the keto diet, carnivore diet, or the MASH diet, or the Mediterranean diet. These diets are excellent. Me, I went with the keto diet because I don't want the carnivore diet. I don't eat no meat, right? For some reason, I put videos already. So adopt one of these diets and follow them. If you're young, the Mediterranean diet is beautiful. But as you get older, the keto diet makes more sense because it has really barely any carbohydrates, less than 20 to 30 in my diet. I eat less than 20 to 30 grams of sugar per day. It's crazy, but I love it. It makes me super healthy. So poor diet, you need to stop eating, guys. And if you adopt one of these 4 diets, right, you need to zip your mouth. I'm on the keto diet right now, Dr. B, 50 years young. About 10 years ago, when I was in my early 40s, I started the keto diet. But when I eat the keto diet, I eat a little bit, right? Because if you eat any of these diets, but you eat a ton of it, my God, nothing going to change. You're going to get fat, right? So you need to eat a little bit of your diet. Dr. B, when I eat, my main meal is in the morning, a little breakfast. It is a little bit. And then I have snacks. I never sit down, have a lunch. Most of the time at work, I don't have the time. So I skip the lunch. And then when I come back, I go to the gym, I have my protein, and I snack. On weekend, I snacks. An avocado here, a little egg here, fistful of almonds, fistful of walnuts. I mean, healthy, super healthy stuff, right? And a little bit of it. That's why when I poop, it's a little bit, a tiny bit, like a goat, right? Because I don't eat much. I don't have no bulk in my stomach. If you take the ultrasound probe, Dr. B, and there's an expert in medical imaging, right? I take the ultrasound probe, I look at my tummy, there's no gas, there's no poop, because I don't eat much, right? So my God, I sleep good. I don't have this gas. I don't feel bloated. My tummy's flat like a board. I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, it is so beautiful, so easy to stay healthy, to age gracefully, and to look so good, and to love yourself when you look at the mirror, right? I look at myself in the mirror. I have a huge mirror in my bathroom, my shower. My God, I love myself. I look better than 90% of my nieces and nephews who are 30 years younger than me. I look better than most of the kids of my neighborhoods. It's unbelievable. Most of them are fat or obese. It's crazy. The young people, they don't care anymore. I mean, you say, remember that 50% of the American people, including teenagers, are overweight. 50%. And 30% of the American people, including teenagers, are obese. I mean, it's mind-boggling. We are going down the drain. Nobody cares. Dr. B cares. Poor diet. Alcohol. 0 alcohol. I used to have drinks socially, tequila here, a little beer there, and then next weekend they invite you, have a little wine. Or my ex-girlfriends, women, they love wine, they love food. Women are all about food and wine and going out, entertainment, and blah, blah, blah. I was never lucky to date a woman who is a mathematician, a physicist. I would love to date a woman who is a physicist. I love physics, right? I have the level of master's degree in physics, in mathematics, right? I would love to date a mathematician, a physicist, a philosopher, right? But 99% of women are not interested in this kind of sciences. And all the girlfriends that I had, I don't know, it's just the luck of the draw, were all just into all food and entertainment, music and concerts and restaurants and food and wine and this and that and traveling. Absolutely nothing else in their life. Only interested is in working so that they can pay their bills, and the rest of the time just like dogs, just have sex, eat, be entertained, and nothing, I don't know. But anyways, I don't regret those days. I had good fun. So alcohol, zero. There is no safe limit for alcohol. There is no safe limit for smoking, for cigarettes, marijuana, tobacco, pollution. It's like you're smoking freaking. In Mountain View, we have some of the best air in the world. Some of the cleanest air in the world is right here in the city of Mountain View, California. I swear to God, it's super pristine, clean most of the time, except, of course, when there's freaking fires either in Los Angeles or in Oregon, and of course the air pushes all this nasty smoke full of carcinogens, right? UV radiation, I used to be a beach guy. I used to be a beach boy. I used to be all the time tanned. I was young and dumb, right? You need to avoid that. Ultraviolet radiation is a carcinogen. Group 1 carcinogen. And that's going to kill you from melanoma, blah, blah, blah. Dangerous activities. Dangerous activity. I mean, I was reading just a few weeks ago, this guy who, the stories that you read online, this guy who retired, I think he was a cop or a firefighter. He retired at the age of 60, 55. And what did he do? He thought it was a good idea to buy his dream Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson, right? So he bought the Harley Davidson. He put behind him his new fiance. He got rid of the wife, right? Because now he's retired. So the firefighter or the cop, he's now 55, 60. He wants to retire. He's not going to retire with the old wife of 50 years, right? So he got rid of the old wife of 50 years and he got this new fiance in her 20s, right? And he thought it was a good idea to buy a Harley Davidson, put the young babe, 20, I don't know, I forgot, behind him. And what happened to him? Well, he got killed in an accident. Now, if this guy had bought a car, I swear to God, he would still be alive. He would still be alive because a tiny bit, a tiny shock in a motorbike ejects you. But when you're in your car, you're protected. You have the seatbelt, you have the top. Listen, if you want to buy a motorbike because you love to have the freaking air in your hair, just buy a convertible. Just get a convertible Mustang, a convertible Chevrolet, a convertible BMW. I mean, you get the same pleasure. My brother has a convertible, right? You get the same pleasure as a freaking motorbike, but you're not exposing your freaking body to dying with the smallest tiny little shock when you get ejected and the guy comes and this. And if you don't die, you get paralyzed and everything. So stay away as you get older if you want to live a long life like Dr. B from dangerous activity. I never understood these people who love to go bungee jumping and skydiving and, for God's sake, you're 60 years old. Why do you need to go jump from a freaking airplane? And of course, a lot of them, it's all the time the same thing. Now, don't tell me that it's less dangerous than this and that. It's less dangerous until it happens to you. So why would you take that chance? Isn't there anything better to do in your life? More fun? Go play golf. Go swim. Go do biking. Go do freaking, I don't know. Why do you need to go do bungee jumping, skydiving, or motorbiking, or freaking stuff like that so that you get killed in an accident, again, I understand there's less chance of this and that, but still, once it happens to you, then it happens to you, and you destroy your retirement. Even if you don't die, you get paralyzed, and your retirement is over. Your family is crying. Why would you do that to yourself? So do not forget that as you get older, you need to lower this adrenaline junk that we used to have, and I did it myself. I used to have it too myself. I'm so happy I never got injured. I'm so lucky and happy that I never got killed. But I used to engage in dangerous sports and dangerous activities for I don't know, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. How long it takes to jump from a freaking bungee bridge, bungee jumping? 10 seconds. In 5 seconds you're down there, and then you're just like that. Now, as you can see all the time, the bungee cord, it snaps and the guy dies and blah, blah, blah. What is the point of all that? Number 11, lack of sleep. Lack of sleep. Sleep is a disaster. Lack of sleep, I apologize. Lack of sleep. Lack of sleep is, where did I put it? Another of these nasty parameters that you need to implement. Lack of sleep causes chronic inflammation. Lack of sleep causes hormonal disruption. Lack of sleep increases your risk of dementia, and blah, 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 blah. There is no end to what lack of sleep can do. You need to sleep at least 7.5 hours a night. Ideally, 8 to 9 hours. Don't sleep more than 9 hours, because then it means there's something wrong with your brain. You need to get checked, right, at a sleep clinic if you need to sleep more than 9 hours. Obviously, if you didn't sleep the night before because you were on call, like I used to when I was younger and taking calls, well, obviously, you need to catch up the next night. But on a regular basis, you need to do like Dr. B. I have trained my brain to go every night at the same time, 9 o'clock at night. You can do it 10 o'clock, you can do it 11 o'clock, you can do it midnight based on your own schedule and lifestyle. Right? But for me, my brain shuts down at 9 o'clock. I put my head, after 30 seconds, I'm done. And automatically, my brain wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, whether it's a weekend, holidays, or weekdays, or it doesn't matter. My brain wakes me up at 6 o'clock. At night, in the middle of the night, I might wake up maybe one time to pee, and that's it. And then again, I put my head asleep like a baby. So make sure you train your brain to sleep at the same time. You need to have good quality sleep. You need to have good number of hours, between 8 to 9, at least 7.5, and you need to sleep at the same time. I used to be a party guy. I used to sleep one weekend at 2 o'clock in the morning, and then the other one 4 o'clock, the other one midnight, and then the other night 10 o'clock. I mean, it was crazy. My sleep pattern was very irregular, but I was young. It was okay. But as you age, you need to implement sleep hygiene. I love you guys, because this is a key to not get dementia, chronic inflammation, blah, blah, blah. And of course, brain activity. So brain activity can be millions of things. For me, Dr. B, brain activity is knowledge, reading, improving my scientific knowledge in medicine, surgery, pharmacology, biology, biochemistry, molecular biology, advanced mathematics, advanced physics. I'm learning my language number 6, the Thai language. Right now, Dr. B, fluent in 5 languages: English, French, Italian, Spanish, Persian, Farsi, the Persian language, Farsi, right? And right now I'm learning the Thai language. I'm about 20% fluent. 20%. In a few years, I'll be 100% fluent in Thai, will be my language number 6. And then I love to improve my knowledge of the game of chess, right? But it doesn't matter. Whatever you do, whatever your brain is made for, learn something. Learn to play a music instrument. Learn a language. Learn a skill. Learn an art. Learn to paint. Go volunteer at the church. Volunteer at your mosque. Volunteer at your synagogue. Volunteer at your temple. Become a visitor to visit the patients, for cancer patients. Volunteer at the food bank. It doesn't matter what you do. Have this brain challenge. Socialize. Do this, do that. Whatever the catch-all makes you happy, makes your brain happy, entertained, and always challenged. right? Learn mathematics, learn physics, learn biology, even if it's at the elementary level. Buy yourself a little telescope and learn astronomy like my cousin. My cousin a few years ago, he started to be passionate about astronomy, learning about the galaxies and the stars. And why not? Whatever makes you happy, for God's sake. But keep your brain active, because this is the best way to avoid dementia. And last but not the least, this is number 13. Have an orgasm daily, or at least every other day. Every study has shown that an orgasm daily, or every other day, or at least every 3 days, whatever makes you happy, whatever your brain likes to do, is going to help you to age gracefully. People who are sexually active, regardless of the type of sex, whether it's sex with your partner, your life partner, this is even better because there is love involved, right? Or sex with masturbation, with it doesn't matter. You need to have this orgasm on a regular basis until you grow 100 years young, right? Because all the studies have proven it, that people who are sexually active, whether this way or that way active, and have orgasms, they age more gracefully than others. So don't forget, guys, these 13 lifestyle parameters, right? That I went through with you. Make sure you implement them over a few months or over a couple of years, right? But make sure you get rid of them, because there's no way you can age gracefully if you don't implement these 13 measures for slow aging regimen, 13 lifestyle changes, measures, in order to slow the pace of aging. Remember, do not fall in the trap that they tell you, all these influencers, that you can stop the pace of aging, that you can reverse your biological clock, like this quack who claim, these quacks, there are many of them who claim they have reversed their biological clock by 10 years. There's this other quack, scammer. I don't want to name names because I don't want to have these lawsuits and blah, blah. I want to keep my life peaceful, low stress, no stress, blah, blah, blah. Another quack who claims he reversed his biological clock by 20 years. Means the guy is God. Guys, only God can reverse your biological age. Only God can stop you from aging. Only God can reverse the clock of time. But what you can do with these 13 lifestyle changes, 13 measures that you can implement, 13 of them, you can slow down the clock of aging. And that has been proven scientifically. All my research studies at the National Library of Medicine, PubMed, are there. All these publications, this is the gold standard for scientific research. Everything is there. This is not the mumbo jumbo and the BS. This is the science. Science has proven that if you implement these 13 parameters that Dr. B has given you, you will age gracefully. You will slow down the rate, the pace at which you are aging. You will slow down your biological clock. I love you guys. Dr. B loves you regardless of your gender, political affiliation, sexual orientation, religion, race, ethnicity. I don't give a cat. So Dr. B took the Hippocratic Oath more than 30 years ago to love every human regardless of everything. And I also promise I will never put my interest above yours. And I also promise I will never BS you. I will always bring you the science, the scientific evidence, unlike all these quacks online. Dr. B will always honor his Hippocratic Oath that I took more than 30 years ago. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for your recommendation, your advices. Thank you for your tips. Thank you for your encouragements, your comments, your criticisms too. Unlike most of my ex-girlfriends, I'm absolutely open to criticism, to improve myself, to improve this channel so that I can reach more people, and hopefully we can age gracefully together. May God bless you and keep you always healthy and successful, also healthy. Thank also to the help of Dr. B. Kopkun Makmak, Kopkun Nakrab, Kopkun Nakrab, Sawadee Krab. Put your comments, your question. I will get back to all of you guys, and I hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.